Y'all, Reggie Bush was one of the most exciting players I had ever seen in my life, in all of college sports. I mean, across all sports. Reggie was one of the most exciting players that you could ever watch on television. Like, Reggie was the sole reason I was a USC fan in the early 2000s. Point blank, period. Reggie was, one of the most electrifying players that I ever seen in college football. Definitely, in my era, in my time, Reggie made the kids in my neighborhood want to be running backs. He made individuals want to be that running back position. Just like Randy Moss made kids in my neighborhood in my era want to be wide receivers. Like Reggie made kids want to be running backs. Like I remember watching Reggie on television for the first time, and I couldn't take my eyes off Reggie. Like, I watched Reggie, and it was like he was just something so different than anything else on that field. The acceleration that Reggie had was tremendous. Once he got past you, it was night-night. He was gone. He was out of there on you. You saw dust kicking up from his feet. He was that fast, that electric with that acceleration. And I got to give credit to USC's O-line because they made tremendous holes for him, and he hit them. He hit them timely. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Reggie, that's why I was so hurt for Reggie when they took his Heisman trophy from him. That trophy that he earned because he took money, which is against NCAA rules, but it had nothing to do with his play on the field. In that 2005 season, I'm going to read y'all Reggie's stats. In 13 games played, 200 rushing attempts, 200 carries. He had 1,740 yards, 8.7 yards per carry, and 16 touchdowns. 37 receptions, 478 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. 493 kick return yards, 179 punt return yards. Reggie was absolutely phenomenal. I remember in 2005, that Fresno State game solidified him as a Heisman Trophy winner. That Fresno State game, man, Reggie was putting up video game numbers. He was a real-life video game glitch on a college football field. That game against Fresno State, 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. Almost 300 yards rushing. Like, I'm like, man, you can't tell me there's another dude better than him in college football. And yes, I know they had Matt Leinart, a.k.a. Matt Lionheart is what they called him. Lendale White, they had him too. But I was solely a fan strictly because of Reggie Bush. Reggie was a celebrity in college because of his play. Like, people in Southern California wanted to take pictures with him. Like, TMZ media wanted to know who he was and found out more about him. I don't even know if TMZ was around, but I know media wanted to know more about Reggie. He was 19, 20 years old. And he was already a celebrity, which is why Kim Kardashian was on his heels as soon as he got to the league, because he was just that prominent of a player. He had the look. He had the physique. He had the skills to pay the bills. Like, all across the board, Reggie was great, man. I remember that game against Notre Dame when he pushed Matt Leinart into the end zone and got them that win 34-31 against Notre Dame, Charlie Weiss and them. Reggie had, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns on 15 carries. 15 of them carries, man. Like I can't speak more about Reggie, man. For my generation, what Reggie was enormous. The most electrifying player in USC history. And it's a shame, man, that he didn't end his college career on a great note because they lost that national championship game because they ran into Vince Young, which he led Texas to that win on that 4th down play. What was it, like 4th and 6 or something like that? It was something crazy. And my man's like, Vince Young was incredible, man. It was sad that Reggie couldn't get that national championship because I really was rooting for him to win that last year there, man. But here are some of Reggie's statistics. His college statistics. 2005 AP Player of the Year, 2005 Walter Camp Award, 2005 Sporting News Player of the Year, 2-time Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year, 2004 and 2005, two-time consensus All-American 2004 and 2005, and also two-time AP National Champion 2003 and 2004. And everybody will remember that Pete Carroll USC era because of Reggie Bush's play. Again, Reggie was Randy Moss, like for that running back position for the young kids in the inner city and just young kids all across the board. Because I know everybody else was seeing what I was seeing. Matter of fact, when I was at Mississippi Valley State, my homeboy Kevin Woods, Kevin from San Diego, Kevin told me, and Reggie is, I think he played in San Diego. Did he play in San Diego? Or Reggie's from San Diego, I believe. Or something like that. But he would go and watch Reggie play. And he said when he saw Reggie, and with his own two eyes, sitting in the stands watching him play, he was blown away. Because he was just that unbelievable. And look, again, Reggie's acceleration, man. Like, you just didn't know what was going to happen when he got the football. It was like watching Devin Hester waiting for the punt return, waiting for the punt. It was just like watching Devin Hester at that time. You wanted to see what Reggie was going to do next. What type of miraculous play was he going to turn from nothing into something? And I think Reggie, I'm sad that Reggie didn't have, and he lasted a long time, had about a 10-year career, 10, 11-year career. Wasn't the Hall of Famer that we thought he would be. He wasn't an every down back. And they didn't want to make him the premier back. At times, he's running with Deuce McAllister in New Orleans. But, again, man, I have nothing but respect for Reggie. Was always a class personified guy. Very, very well spoken, very professional. And he came to do his job. He came to electrify the crowd. And he made that time for me because that's when I was really engulfed in college football. He made college football at that time everything for me. Like, I was anticipating to see him play every time. And I was acting like I was a USC fan. I was a Reggie Bush fan. That's what made me like SC. Reggie Bush. Because before that, nah, I wasn't no USC fan. But Reggie himself, man, he was just that marvelous. He was that marvelous, man. Also, Reggie, 17 player in NCAA history at the time, the gain over 2,000 all-purpose yards twice, 2,330 yards in 2004, and 2,890 yards in 2005. Like, again, Reggie, in 2005, he was clear-cut. Nobody else should have got that award but him. And he made Matt Leinart look damn good. Matt Leinart was doing good in college. I ain't going to front on him. He was doing good. But Reggie helped that boy look tremendous as well, man. Yeah, man, what? He was ranked. And ESPN got it right. Ranked him number 24 on ESPN's 25 greatest college players. Or greatest players in college football history on their list. Now, I know I'm fairly young. I'm 26. I haven't seen all the other great players. But I know that Reggie was one of them. I know Reggie got to be on that list somewhere, and I'm glad he made it. You can say he barely made it, but he on there. To be top 25 in all of college football, as long as college football been going on, it shows you the impact that Reggie had. And I'm sure he helped recruit a lot of the other guys to come to SC. Guys wanted to play for USC because they knew Reggie was there, and they knew what he did, and guys wanted to be like Reggie. Like, for real, it was people that wanted to be like Allen Iverson. People wanted to be like Randy Moss. It was people that wanted to be like Mike. And it was people, I'm not comparing Reggie to Michael Jordan or none of them other guys that had tremendous pro careers. But at that time, it was a ton of kids that wanted to be just like Reggie. Wanted to wear that number 5 like Reggie at the running back position. And wanted to be as prolific as he was, man. Man, I'm still reading these stats from that Fresno State game. Like, I'm like, man, almost 300. Almost cracked 300, man. Shout out to Reggie, man. He did what he had to do. Had a great career. Lasted for a very long time. And is able to provide for his family. And about to be broadcasting, I believe, for Pac-12. So shout out to my boy Reggie, man. Peace.